Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Foreign Insight Podcast with your host, Maddox, man. Yesterday, I didn't get a chance to do a video because yesterday was my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Yo, God bless my life. I need it in my life. Come put it in my life. Thank you, God, for waking me up to see another day. And I'm blessed. Well, today, let's get straight into it, man. It was an interview with Ricky Smiley attached to it, and it was on MSNBC, right? So let's look at what Ricky Smiley had to say, because this video was sent to me. I didn't even review the video yet. So let's review the video together. Let's see what this man had to say.
So we want to dig into this with the facts and some special guests. Ricky Smiley hosts the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. That is where he's interviewed everyone from Barack and Michelle, as you see there, to Snoop Dogg. His book is Sideshow, Living with Loss, and Moving Forward with Faith. And then returning to the broadcast, our friend Kevin Liles, former chairman and CEO of 300, once ran Def Jam, a hip-hop icon in his own right. If you know, you know. And he has been working with the Harris campaign on these very issues. Welcome to both of you. Ricky, I'll go to you first. Your thoughts on all the above. I showed the numbers. It looks like both for Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris, black men have been stepping up.
Yeah. First of all, good to see both of you. Kevin, you know I love you. Ari, thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
It's really good. I started getting phone calls from Roland Martin when they started doing the Black Men for Harris, just to be a part of that. And it felt like
Why is Roland Martin always attached to these situations? Like, is Roland Martin like a guard dog for the Democratic Party?
foundation of them just trying to build up support for Harris because, this country is just as sexist as it is, some of the other issues that the country have. And, I don't have a problem seeing a woman in power as long as her policies align with, with what I have going on and my family and my people. And we know what it was like under Donald Trump because he was president for 4 years. So, I was all in from day one, but I don't understand what's been the issue from other black men and what's been taking so long to get black men to come around because at the end of the day, your mother's a black woman, your sister's a black woman, and our mother had to lead us to where we are now. If it wasn't for our mothers, Kevin, you know this, we wouldn't be where we are. So it was not an issue.
Here's the issue that I have with Ricky Smiley. He's trying to shame black men by saying your mother black, your sister's black, right? Saying that it wasn't for the black woman, they wouldn't be where they are now. So if I apply that logic to all the criminals, the black criminals, who was raised by mothers, right? If I apply that same logic to that and say they wouldn't have been thugs with it for their mother or X, Y, and Z, he would be like, and try to find a way to blame the men still. What I am saying to you is this: Ricky Smiley is a jerk, and I'm going to tell you how he's a jerk. You can't shame us by saying about this black woman. First of all, Kamala Harris ain't black. If you follow Kendra Owen, she exposed how Kamala Harris isn't black. But mind you, we pulled this black card, but there's a whole black man running for president, Cornel West, right now, who's 100% black. And none of these people right here are supporting Cornel West, an actual black man. So if you voted for her because her mother's black, why you not voting for him because your daddy's black? Your father's black, so why not vote or vote for him? Because you are what your father's seed is, right? Woke Negroes. I can't, people like Ricky Smiley makes me sick. Your mother's black, your mother's black. Like, what? Ricky. Sexist. There's a bunch of women right now working, in some cases, more than the men. So is sexist still? No, we do have sexists in the system. It don't mean the society or the system is sexist. See, because you have individuals operating as sexist in the system.
Now, Ricky, I didn't know you were going to come on live TV and talk about Kevin's mom.
He can do that. He gets a pass.
But you're doing it positively, I guess. Let me thank you. Let me bring it to Kevin. You've been on this program many times. You are one of those people who has many things. You're a polymath. We could say, oh, you're an entrepreneur. Oh, you're a business guy. Oh, you're a culture guy. You're also a political guy working with Harris. What do you see in this conversation in politics that's missed out on some of what's really going on in quote unquote Black America and all of America?
Well, first off, great to see you, Ari.
Great to see you.
It's to me, this you see the numbers, but I have to tell you, I was in Philly, and Rodney Peete, Bakari, we had one of the football players from the Eagles, a couple of us having a real conversation at a Black-owned restaurant. First question, Bakari said, "How many of you guys are voting for Trump?" No hands raised. It's a myth. What they're doing is trying to confuse everybody. They're trying to divide us. The second thing is, the PM.
You see, he's also lying. Just because the people in the restaurant that you gather up, that's Democrats, if you ask a bunch of Black Democrats who they voting for, Trump or Kamala, of course you're not going to say Trump. So right here, this is disingenuous. If you see my video, my last video, at the Trump rally, I was a Black man at the Trump rally. I am a Trump supporter right here. This Martin Luther King family are Trump supporters, and they're Black. They're Black. There's Black support literally online right now, showing you that Black people are waking up and turning into Trump supporters. And you just go up there and lie like that, yo.
Pushing right now about this policy. So her policy, I'm a serial entrepreneur. You know this. You know, I've paid hundreds of multimillionaires over the years. And now these multimillionaires are now making other millionaires. And now she's saying, you know what? I want to fuel that by giving you guys $20,000. I'm for people alone. I want to fuel that by empowering you guys to be stronger and better. That's the policy P. I have to be with her. And then I have to tell you.
Giving someone $25,000 or $20,000, however he said it now, is not making them rich. It's for first-time home buyers or first-time homeowners. So if you own a home already, you don't qualify for that. And I'm tired of these rich people out here trying to speak for the people who are on the bottom level. Let the bottom level people speak for themselves. We are the ones that's complaining about it. You're telling us, oh, yeah, that's good, that's good, that's good. First of all, if you give, credit and that thing is attached to it, so they don't tell you that part, right? If you got bad credit and you're not a first-time homeowner, this $25,000 don't even apply to you. So let's say you are a first-time home buyer, right? And you got good credit and you qualify for it. Ta-da! It's not only for Black people. It's for American people, right? And I'm okay with that. We're stopping the realtors or the people who are selling you the homes. We're stopping them from upping it to $25,000. Nothing. That's the market. The market is always going to increase. And be quiet.
That the other P I'm pushing, that is personal. So it's personal because I have a son who saw his first Black superhero, and it wasn't Black Panther, it was Barack Obama. I have 3 daughters, Gigi, Vivi, and Kayla.
Hold on.
Who saw his first Black superhero, and it wasn't Black Panther, it was Barack Obama. I have 3 daughters.
That's a shame on you. That's an indictment on you. Your son saw his first Black superhero, and it wasn't Black Panther, it was Obama. You should have been your son's first Black superhero. You. By bringing your child into privilege. Meaning wealth. So stop it. You should have been your child's first superhero, not Obama.
Gigi, Vivi, and Kayla, who get to say, Dad, we have a Black female president. And I have a grandmother that died, and before she died, she got to say to me, Kevin, can you believe there's a black man in the White House? These are all...
This is so embarrassing. Once again, if a black woman says, I got 10% white in me, but I'm running as the first white female president, black people will call her an Uncle Tom sellout. So how come that logic also applies? No, how come that logic, when it applies to Kamala Harris, for some weird reason, is justified? She's black. So mind you, we're going to forget about her 75% Indian blood in her. We're going to forget about that. We're going to forget about the Irish blood in her and focus on the smallest amount of black in her, if it's even there. And you say she's the first black president, female president. You don't get to be the first Indian president or the first black president or the first Indian Congress. You don't get to do that. It's just wild to me. This is wild. These people are folios.
Things that are personal to me and why I support Kamala and why I go out on the road in Atlanta with Spike and Samuel Jackson and D Nice and all my guys.
Makes a lot of sense. Ricky, were you listening?
It makes no sense.
Kevin put that, I thought, really in an interesting way. He also got the push and pee in there, which is a reference to his own artist, Gunna. So he's doing more than one thing.
Yeah, Kevin, you're absolutely right. To see Kamala Harris become president of the United States, it would be something historical in our time. Whoever would have thought that we've had the opportunity to see our first black president with Barack Obama, and then possibly, first black woman president, member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, probably would be read in by a member of Delta Sigma Theta.
I'm tired of niggas. I am tired of, I'm sorry, I almost cursed and said some other word. But I'm tired of these weak, docile men. She's not black. What the fuck is wrong with us? We're so desperate to have somebody black represent that we put anybody in as black. Well, Cornel West is an actual black man who's running for fucking president. None of these Negroes will vote for him, but you'll vote for a person that at best maybe got 10% black in her. Her mother is 100% Indian. Her father is 50% Indian. And he have Irish blood in him. So if it's also black Indian, so it's a smaller amount. He's Jamaican. Jamaica is not a race. Alpha, Malfa, but the college Alpha, and read in by another Alpha, Malfa. What? Who? How is that helping America? How? Tell me how that helping America. This is a prime example of how a lot of colleges brainwash people. Look at these bald-head fools. I'm sorry. I apologize, Ricky Smiley and Liles. I apologize. I shouldn't insult y'all. I apologize. But this right here is so embarrassing to me and so painful to watch that people having just throwing people black. Once again, if a black woman has 10% white in her and says, I'm going to become the president's first white female, these same individuals will shame her for it and say she don't like her own kind. She hate her own kind. That's what they would say. But Kamala Harris is running as the first black female president, and no one says she hates her own kind via Indian. No one says this because it fits the black narrative. It's just a foolish argument from these Dalzim from Street Fighter and Bonk Saventures.
Judge Katanji, and on Dr. Martin Luther King's day, birthday, which is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, so the Divine Nine.
Watch this. On Martin Luther King's birthday, he just said, right, might be sworn in, right? The fact of the matter is, Martin Luther King family are Trump supporters. And I bet he is so slow he didn't even realize that. But try to use their family likeness to justify his actions of voting for Kamala Harris. Yo, I can't wait till I get popular enough. Yo, run them like something, y'all. Get my channel popular enough so I could go on these platforms and debate these Negroes face to face.
I definitely feel like I can speak for everybody in the Divine Nine. We are fired up and ready to go.
And Ricky, I got about 30 more seconds for you, and I got another question for Kevin. But out in radio, out in alternative media, what do you think is important or being discussed that we might be missing in traditional media?
Yeah, we was having conversations this morning about the United States Supreme Court, even with the issue in Virginia when they're taking people off of the voting rolls, and how the Supreme Court, and that's why we have to win really, really big, because if this thing comes down to the wire and they start filing cases, start filing to the United States Supreme Court, Trump has the Supreme Court stacked. And we're looking at another situation with like 2000 Bush versus Gore, where the United States Supreme Court, if we don't win big, could decide who becomes the president of the United States.
You're hitting on some things I think are on a lot of people's minds right now.
I can't take this no more. I can't take this. There's already fraud or cheating happening in Virginia when they wanted illegals to vote and got caught out there. There was also in Bucks County in Pennsylvania of suppressing votes from voters. Also cheating that went and Trump campaign sued, Republicans sued and won the case. These people are lost. These are rich people who are lost and spewing misinformation and victimhood to black people on no level. But that being said, I'll be right back, y'all. Shit.